Welcome back. We have a wonderful guest here today. We had Pam, who was talking about all kinds of things that she did to rehab her brain injury. But you are a yogi.
I am.
A yogi. I love that. Okay, Kimmy Rae Chapman. First of all, I'm going to put her name on the screen, and her website is kimmyraychapman.com. And you have a beautiful website to start.
Thank you.
It's beautiful, and she also owns a business in this area, Tonic Mommy.
Yeah.
But your life has been devoted also to really health.
Yes.
So talk about some of the classes that you teach.
I teach Beyond Bar. I'm a certified yoga instructor, certified Pilates instructor, and personal trainer. So I teach a little bit of everything.
But it's all very kind. I mean, all the things that you teach are the non-impact type.
Low impact.
Low impact.
Yeah, Beyond Bar you get a little bit more cardio.
Right, you're sliding around a little bit.
Yoga and Pilates you can get cardio too. It's just lower impact, and it's sort of, I feel like everybody can do those. All ages, all demographics. So
did you start out in dance? Is that what led you?
I started out as a dancer, a little bun head, and it just progressed, and I got more and more into it, and I danced all through college and began yoga. Yoga was part of our regimen.
For
stretching.
Dancer.
Even in high school we were doing yoga, yeah. So we just didn't know we were doing it.
Right. All right. So, look at, by the way, at the screen right now, Kimmy Rae's site. Kimmy is also the mother of 3 young sons, 5, 3, and 2. Is it?
Yeah, almost 2.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's the real deal, though. I mean, you own a business. You have 3 little kids, and you practice yourself.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Okay. Oh, that's what's
that
your
is a
sanity.
must. Yeah. Well, like Pam said, it's all about balance.
And this is part of your balance.
Yeah.
So how do we start with yoga? What is the basic, when you go the first time, it might be a community center. It might be, where you're not always 100% sure if the person teaching it is someone that really knows what they're doing.
Or even certified.
Or even certified. So you want it, at the very least, to try to find someone that can teach you, a yogi that really does know what you're doing, because you don't want to hurt yourself, and you want the person to have a good experience the first time.
Exactly, because if you don't come back. And I think a lot of people give up because they go to a class and they get injured, or they
it's
feel
uncomfortable.
Intimidated. And in yoga, you should never feel intimidated.
You should feel accepting of just being in the space.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Okay, so the very first thing, you were going to show us a very basic thing to start. Is that right?
Sure. Do you want to do it with me?
All right, you'll have to go in the front then.
Okay, so usually you begin at the top of the mat in vinyasa, and vinyasa is just simply...
Okay, yeah, you should go on that one, so then that way if they take, there you go.
Linking movement and breath. So we start with our toes together and our heels slightly apart, so sort of like you're making a little slice of pizza.
Pizza,
healthy,
cake,
vegetarian pizza, of course. And then you're just going to slightly tuck your tail, and then roll back your shoulders, open up your palms, welcoming wisdom. Good, and just take a nice deep breath. And it's called Ujjayi breath. We call it ocean breath, so it makes the sound of the ocean as you're exhaling.
Everyone at home, take an Ujjayi breath.
So you inhale.
Okay.
Good. And then bring your hands to heart center. And we're going to inhale, reach up nice and high. Good. And then exhale, you're slowly going to fold forward. And then I just want you to hang, maybe grabbing opposite elbows. And this is called a ragdoll. And this should feel good. This shouldn't be straining, no. And of course your belly is pulled in and up. Your neck is nice and long. Head is heavy. Crown of head is reaching towards the mat. Then you're going to flatten out your spine by taking a peek, lifting halfway up. Good. And then you're going to plant your hands, root them into the earth, and step back into a plank position. So tail is down, belly is in, direct extension. Your neck is coming right out from your spine. Good. And then chaturanga. So what I would say for a beginner is, instead of coming down here, you might just try by just lowering down like this.
I can do that.
Yeah, you can do, anybody can do that. Good.
I wore my yoga clothes today.
Yeah, see, you can even do it in a skirt.
That's right.
So then you're going to roll back and then push into downward dog. So we just did a vinyasa. Or a sun salutation. So in a typical class, you'll warm up with about 5 of these. Here, you can soften your knees and come all the way down. And sit in a comfortable seat.
I can't sit that way. I can sit that way, but I can
sit
sort
of almost a hero pose. So, yeah, but in a typical class, you would warm up with about 5 sun salutations. But for a beginner, even to try at home, 2 to 3 would be great. Just to get, it's great to do when you're waking up in the morning, and the whole purpose of a sun salutation is to salute the sun. So it's a great
morning regimen to do, to get up and stretch and get the blood flowing.
And you do, there is something to be said for people who have had trauma, or you saying you have a veteran in one of your classes who's missing a limb.
Oh my God, he's amazing. Yeah,
he's get him on the show.
Pilates, yeah, his name is Dick, he's wonderful. But anyways, yeah, he does Pilates, he does reformer religiously 3 days a week with one of our other great instructors, Emily, and yeah, he's amazing. So,
so when you begin, yoga is something that you can get better and better at. I mean, you should not worry about not being good at it the first day.
Yeah, and there's no ever being good at it. Yoga is something, the reason it's called practice is because you're constantly, you can progress, but one day you might be balancing on your head and the next day you are stumbling all over the place. So it's different every time.
It's an ongoing process.
Yeah, it's a practice. And you know, we also say practice and all is coming. So yogis believe that when you practice, that's when you find your inner peace.
This has been this is like a nice episode, right? I love this. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about your website, because I believe it to be beautiful and helpful. And I want people to go visit you at KimmyRayChapman.com.
Yes, please.
And like today, I noticed you're also blogging.
I am.
She's got a lovely list of things like the benefits of honey, I think is today's post that I saw. But then you're a juicer.
I'm a juicer.
She's a juicer.
I'm a junkie.
Listen, I mean, if I could look like her and did that every day, that would be, I'm for it. Right? So you juice, and the list I liked on there is sometimes it's hard to know what vegetables are the good ones and not such a great idea.
And some don't produce a lot of juice. Like I put a head of romaine lettuce in my juice every morning, and it produces about 2 ounces.
Oh gosh.
So you gotta, you know, it takes some time to learn, and but it's fun and it's great. Like it's a great way to get the whole family involved too. Like my 3- and 5-year-old, they get up on the stools and they love putting those vegetables in there. And we make our own orange juice on the weekends, so it's fun. Yeah, the whole family can do it.
I want everyone to visit her site. I'll of course link it to fullplate.tv. We'll have Kimmy back because she's going to juice some stuff. But thank you so much for watching. Thanks for joining us on Full Plate. Have a great weekend. Namaste. We're very just like cool today.